really believe that improving public transit, getting more people into a shared mode, can really help in the energy transition. And there are lots of good ways to improve, and we think by putting in a layer of technology above that, we can make it run a lot more efficiently, a lot more conveniently, and drive more people to use it. Hi there, I'm Remi Desa. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Pantonium, and we work in helping improve public transit by making buses run more efficiently and making it more convenient for the riders to use public transit. Public transportation hasn't really changed in the last 100 years. It's designed based on fixed routes where buses operate in circular sort of routes and get people between bus stops based on a schedule. A trip which they could drive in 15 minutes can end up taking an hour and a half because they might have to transfer one or two times to get where they need to go. So what we're doing is we're really helping change this. We're allowing cities to plan in real time based on where people need to go. And our technology guides the buses between bus stops based on the demand, so people can get anywhere in the city on one bus. They don't have to change buses, and we found that transfers are one of the biggest reasons why people choose not to use public transit, because it makes the service very inconvenient. When we think about transportation, about 30% of emissions, GHG emissions, are drawn from transportation, and of that, about 89% come from ground transportation. And getting people to move and shift mode from single vehicles to public transit reduces that emissions by 75%. One of our customers is the city of Fort Erie in Canada, and the US Department of Energy, their National Research Lab, NREL, just finished a study which they were looking at the results of that project, because it was very positive. They increased the mode shift from about 5% of people who use public transit to 15%, which is quite high for North America. They found that we were able to reduce the amount of CO2 per trip from 10.2 kilograms per rider to 4.6, which is over a 50% reduction in CO2 per ride trip. If we were to use our service in just 270 cities in the US, that would be equivalent to taking off about 815,000 cars off the streets. I think as a society, it's really important that we look at reducing our carbon footprint, but also how does that help us to become more sustainable? And that's why we believe improving public transit is the key, because it should be the core of how people get around in cities. And if you can do that well, it improves from a social, economic, and environmental impact.